The sanguine and the melancholic couple is one of those pairs where we say the opposites do attract. The sanguine is spontaneous and the melancholy is traditional. The sanguine is adventurous and the melancholy is very traditional person. So they go by the law, no thinking, no risks, no adventures. Sanguines will, however, bring fun and spontaneity and creativity into their relationship, while the melancholy will provide the stability and responsibility and structure that relationship needs. The sanguine will appreciate the melancholy's loyalty, commitment, organization, neatness, and partnership can balance excitement with security when they both adapt to each other's style or lifestyle. Melancholies can help build a home and future, whereas the sanguine partner is going to add joy, fun, and energy to that home. Remember, the males have fixed rules, fixed everything, but sanguines are spontaneous. So the male thinks we wake up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we go to work, we wear our suit. The sanguine can wake up, the first thing is start dancing. And the routine male who normally have some serious tight face or sad face will suddenly laugh. So sanguines have a way of bringing some smile into the usual sad males. And I've usually said that sanguines are really the pair for males, because the sanguines know how to ignore the complaints of the male. This complaint that gets irritates the other temperament. But remember, sanguines don't listen to everything, they have selective hearing. So the melancholy can be complaining and the sanguine is not even hearing what the male is saying. It just turns around with the phone and then he says, leave it, let's do this, let's do that, and then the male finds a way to smile around the sanguine. I think the sanguine is the only temperament that really succeeds to make melancholics laugh out loud. The remaining is hard to make a male laugh out. Despite their positive, they also have negative. And the first negative that sometimes they feel they can not live together is the fact that the melancholy is orderly. Their wardrobe, their stands, they just put everything where it should be. The sanguine comes in there. The sanguine is looking for one dress. Let's assume they have the same wardrobe. It messes the entire wardrobe. And when the melancholic spouse comes back from work, it's all frustrated. I remember telling you people that the male's basic need, like they don't live in disorder. It's so frustrating when a melancholic comes home and notice that the wardrobe is all scattered. They are so frustrated. The sanguine love pick whatever he wanted to pick from that wardrobe and it's gone. So he doesn't even care what the melancholy is talking about. He's gone. When he comes back, you're talking, the sanguine quickly makes a phone and it's over. The sanguine disrespect rules, authorities, traffics. If they say we are not doing this, before you notice the sanguine would have done it. But the melancholy loves security, loves order, loves authority. So they will be so frustrated when males do the things that they consider that should not be done. So sanguines, they don't like order, they don't like restrictions, they just want to go with the flow. But melancholies have fixed order, fixed laws, what should and what should not be done. They will also have more frequent clashes over money. Their spending habits are opposite. The males want security, they want to save their money, they want to be sure we go to the end of the month. But the sanguine partner, they like colors, they like flashy, they like things, they like material things. They are spendthrift. They go to the shop, everything they see, they buy. By the time they get home, the melancholy couple is asking, how did you spend all of this money? So the best thing for these people is always to have a separate account and separate responsibility, without which, if they have a joint account, the melancholic couple will end up very, very frustrated, because the sanguine will always spend most of that money on the things that the melancholy feels they are useless. So the male wants to save, the sanguine wants to spend on fun and entertainment. So that puts them always at conflicts. So melancholy loves shadows and family visits, whereas sanguines, they prefer spontaneous adventures. Let's visit this person, say, but we did not plan to visit them. So let's just go. Would they drive us in their house? And that keeps the male couple a bit frustrated. The melancholy ends up can see the sanguine as very reckless, whereas the sanguine may see the melancholy as controlling, and they risk frustrating each other if these differences are not managed. So to manage, we've just said maybe they should have separate accounts so that everybody can spend, and separate responsibilities, spend according to their manner of approach. Maybe they organize their work group and other things separately, so that the sanguine will be contented to pick and scatter and organize when and how they can, and the melancholy will maintain their order. So the main problem is order, is the fact that one is orderly, one is not orderly, one is cultural, one is spontaneous, one is I want to say, one loves security, one thinks that tomorrow will take care of itself. Let's enjoy today. What about tomorrow? They will jokingly say, are you sure you will be alive tomorrow? But the male, that's not how they live. So it can be so frustrating for them by the fact that somebody spends or doesn't think about tomorrow. So they could also have these differences in parenting styles, where the sanguine just flows, dance with the children, and the melancholy said, this is not how we were raised. This is not the order. Hello.